Welcome to Natural Historical, where a story unfolds using tarot and oracle. What's going on, everybody? Greetings and all that good stuff. So, viewers, I'm going to do a reading on D'Angelo. As you all know, and if you don't, D'Angelo is one of our legendary neo soul artists. He deceased this past Tuesday, October the 14th, 2025, from pancreatic cancer. And if you're not familiar with neo soul is a mixture of blues, smooth jazz, a little touch of funk, has a lot of Baptist church roots. And D'Angelo brought it in, brought it on, came through with it. Neo soul's been around for as long as like Karen Wheeler from the what was that, like the late 80s. She's just one of the neo soul artists I remember from that time. But D'Angelo is one of our male neo soul artists, and he put a twist and spin on it and had multitude of people just, digging on it, I'll say. The brother was fine, of course, too. But anyways, because his death was a shock, it's a lot of conspiracy surrounding it. Like, was it truly from his health complications or was it an industry hit? We don't know. So I'm gonna do the reading with the enemy and your energy cards for D'Angelo. And D'Angelo could, man, he could hold your attention. He could move your spirit, alter your energy. He was like hypnotic, captivating, mesmerizing, sexual, seductive, eccentric, mystical, and side note, a heavy marijuana user. You can look into those eyes and and hey, there's nothing wrong with that. And actually, I think the marijuana helped him be like creative with his style and sound and delivery. You know, that's one of the best herbs to when you're into a type of craft or artistry. You know, that's if you dabble in that. But anyways, let's get it. D'Angelo, the late great legendary. He left a mark on many neo soul artists and fans. And shout out to his children and family. And he's just physically no longer here, but spiritually he's still living, hanging around, and maybe he'll be somebody's guardian angel. Because spirit never dies. You can contain it, and that's another story. Because the way spirit is contained, if it's not by the Most High, people use sigils and seals and all that kind of stuff, but that's on a whole nother level. Anyway, let's get it. Let's go. D'Angelo. Let's see what enemies could have been in his energy, because there's conspiracies around his death. There was a real shock. He was very young, 51 years old, man. Yes, indeed. But if it was his time, if he came here and served his purpose and it was time for him to go, hey, totally understandable. First card out. Flying monkeys. A group of people joined an enemy to spy, gossip, and defamate character. So, D'Angelo, that was taking place. You had somebody that had people watching you and coming back and relay information to them as to what was going on with you, making you look bad. Yes, we knew he got a DWI some years back, so he probably was doing his little drinking thing or whatever for whatever reason, you know. But that's between him and the Most High. The old fallen ones, an ancient demon or demons has been conjured up to attack and destroy you. The veil of protection has gone thin. The protective ring of the earth is disintegrating, caused by pollution of the earth. The ancient demons were bound in the crevices, chained and sealed. Dark occultist practitioners are releasing these demons for favors of power, control, and ill intent towards angelic beings and carriers of light. You have been targeted for being gifted and chosen. Protection from source, angel, and ancestor was needed. Okay, so, and I just mentioned that about when people use seals and stuff to contain stuff. So, whoever this was that was upset with D'Angelo in his life, they probably tampered into some type of dark type of practices. And as we know, the veil has gotten thin. We are in a heavy, heavy, heavy spiritual warfare where these demons, devil minions are able to run around and feast and host and house on people, or other people who's into the darkness use them for their biddings to bind and do things to people. So it was saying whoever the practitioner was, and these demons were released for favors, and it had ill intent towards an angelic being. And yes, as I mentioned earlier, I feel like he was captivating, mesmerizing, and all that kind of stuff. He could move your spirit with his music, so he was probably angelically stamped. Not to say he didn't get off into worldly things. He probably got caught up for a minute, like a lot of us. Oh, that fell right out. D'Angelo. Let's see what else. Enemy in D'Angelo's energy when he was physically here, or it could be in the spiritual realm. Okay, D'Angelo had a experience with otherworldly, and it was saying, no, you wasn't dreaming. Something from another dimension was watching him. So, wow, this sort of ties in with the other card. Wow. Okay, D'Angelo was being monitored by a heavy enemy, had people monitoring him and whatever they were dealing with. Or if it wasn't a physical person on earth, it could have been a spiritual being that didn't want him to prosper or be able to have a I would say a big mass of people to be enlightened by his music, you know, trying to put a stop to his purpose. Let's say that. That's what's going on. All right, let's see. Put that back with that. Oh. This. I don't want to burn my cards. Okay, D'Angelo. You got some more time? Yeah, a little bit more time. Let's see. Who was in D'Angelo's energy? This wants to show his face. Oh, some type of fraternity, brotherhood. They're into all kind of secret ritualistic stuff. So that could have been enemies of his too. Some type of secret organization, brotherhood, fraternity. Oh, who is this, D'Angelo? Envious, jealous female. Yeah, honestly, I was picking up for female energy with these first two cards. So, yeah, the angry female. Also, besides this brotherhood. Ooh, the time is going by fast. I might have to come up with a part two. Ooh, look at this one. Want to show her face. And this female was, or is, being accused as being a witch. So most likely I might come back with a part two But let's go to the Talk to Me Torical. Speak through the cards. Ziangelo. How you looking on that picture like, why is you putting my business out there good? So D'Angelo had a brotherhood, secret brotherhood organization, and a female witch. All right. The cat's meow. Oh. She's the cat's meow. Shuffling, shuffling. Oh, wow. Walk away from a conversation you're not enjoying without explanation. So, let's say some things that were being discussed and they wanted him to be a part of the discussion, and he wasn't trying to hear that or agree with that, so he would just like leave, like, I don't have time for that, I don't believe in that, or I'm not entertaining that, or you're not going to make me do that. And he wouldn't explain into detail why. So D'Angelo was like, you can't control me, you can't get me to accept or believe in that. Property or land sitting on a portal, a ley line. So wherever D'Angelo was residing, it had high energy in that area. And where's that card? This proves that, where he had the encounter with some other type of, and you know what? He could have been for one of his smoking sessions. You get my drift? He probably had experience with a interdimensional being. So wherever the location was, it had a lot of electromagnetic activity pulling, other spiritual beings in. So chemically damaged was one that fell out. So, oh, maybe it's saying he smoked too much marijuana and it had him chemically imbalanced. Oh, and somebody he dealt with had a dirty disease virus carrying vagina. Oh, wow, D'Angelo. So maybe it was this person. But anyway, I'm going to end it there because we went a little over time. I'll tell you what, guys. If you want a part two, let me know. Most likely I'll do it. I didn't want to go over time. But, all right. We'll be back.